Oh, does this one come upside down? You set me free. Sometimes like someone say, oh my God, Andreas, how are you? Welcome, welcome. This cramps my hand so bad, I swear. It's just a lot of little lines. I'm doing good today. Um, I woke up pretty early, and then what did I? I decided, oh, I'm gonna set up a ceiling camera and do a little bit of drawing. So now we're here, and I've started my little drawing. I plan on just filling this whole page with little lines. So I don't know if I'll do it all in one stream or in one day, but I plan on being here for a little bit, just kind of hanging out. I want to get it very dense. I'm a comic artist, IRL, but I suck at inking unless it's digital. Um, I would love to get into digital art, but I don't have a tablet, a drawing tablet, and I have like the tiniest bit of experience with Illustrator. Most of my experience is in Photoshop for digital stuff, but it's mostly from my photography because I use Lightroom and Photoshop. But I'm so bad at digital art. I did make my little PNG tuber guy that I could see if he comes up. See if he works. Let's see. Can I get the PNG guy to come up on the screen? There he is. I drew him in MS Paint. Um, but that's the peak of my digital art skills. But you know, he's goofy. I like him. I like him a lot. I appreciate it. He's a little jank. Right now, I didn't know you were a comic book artist, so maybe I would have reached out to you. Um, but I reached out to somebody else in our community who does digital art to make another version of him for me. So we'll see how he comes out and if I decide to use their version or not. But I'm excited to see what they do with it. I like the idea of just like a little dude with his head being a jar of jelly, and that was kind of all I thought of, and then I just went with it because I wanted to do a channel point where I could turn myself into that little guy instead. And it works pretty well. I like it. I spent it all. But yeah, I didn't want to do a normal stream for this because I really just wanted to test it out. And I also wanted to test out this feature where I could just stream to subs. So, um, yeah, we kind of have just like a little private stream almost. Yeah, you could also rig him easily. Yeah, I'm actually I'll show you what I'm using. I'm using something so simple that I didn't need to rig him or anything. Um, so I use this to control most of my stuff on stream. This is a stream program, but I'm using VideoTube Mini to do my little guy, and pretty much you just upload a closed mouth image, an open mouth image, a closed mouth blinking image, and an open mouth blinking image, and that's it. And then you just put in your audio input, and it's that simple. So it was very easy, and then I just hide it with the channel point, and I hide my camera at the same time. So like, will be closed out, and then when you click PNG me 500 points, it turns me into a little guy for 3 minutes. So I like it. I was planning to originally do it with VTuber Studio, but it was a lot more complicated, and I found that very lightweight, small, and easy, simple like program. It's actually a full program, just like VideoTube or something, but I got um, the mini one, quote unquote, the mini one, which is like a GitHub download that somebody made. That's probably just the big one, but stripped down to like the bare bones, which is all I need, you know. The PNG redeem is a good idea. Thank you. By the way, I just realized someone gifted me a sub. I have to thank him as soon as possible. Yeah, I think that was Nozatu. He came in and he dropped like 10 gift subs one stream, which was crazy. Um, but yeah, so I do plan on starting to do some sub only streams here in the future. And it's more gonna be like chill streams, whether it's just something like this or maybe me going to the rock climbing gym, me doing something IRL. Um, so if you're not subbed, you're not missing too much, I'd say. But at the same time, if you want to get the streams and you can't afford like the $6 Twitch sub, I made it to where if you support me for $1 on Patreon, um, I will VIP you here on Twitch, and you'll be able to get these subs for only $1 instead of the $6 and giving a bunch of your money to Jeff Bezos. So, um, you know, I want to do these streams where I'm kind of just chilling. I'm not trying to do as much entertaining. Kind of just hanging out, talking to a few guys. But at the same time, I wanted to give that access without forcing people to pay $6. So dropped it to $1. How you doing, Saturn? I also made another camera on my roof that I could like move over a little bit, and it could be like a hand cam if I ever wanted to do a hand cam. I don't think I'm ever gonna do that. I'm making Spanish rice, so good. Yummy. Oh, I'm gone. All right, I'm just gonna keep my PNG guy up because I think it's gonna be cute while we're just hanging out here. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna keep it up. We don't need to keep paying for it to be to redeem. There we go. I can't see what you're drawing because I'm blind. I'm literally just drawing uh, like a lot of squiggles. I'm gonna cover the entire paper in squiggles. Squiggly, squiggly boys. Honestly, I like the newest 21 Pilots album. I know a lot of people see them as somewhat cringy and stuff. And you know what? I liked them back in the day in the more cringy way. Um, like a little emo kid, but I find, I think they just make good music. And they might have a weird fan base sometimes, but that doesn't mean you should write them off completely. I get not liking them too, though. I'm a what my Spanish rice, and you're gonna listen to me brag about how yummy it is. I'm a what? I'm a what my Spanish rice? All right, yeah, hell yeah, what that Spanish rice, girl. Eat. Why would that autocorrect to what? It's so funny. I can't. Is W? Yeah, W is right next to the E. So, all right, I get it. I get it. Okay. We'll all float on, okay. Well, I'll float on, okay. We'll all float on anyway. Be back later. See you later, Saturn. Thanks for stopping by. The same way. I am listening to YouTube videos right now. Would you guys want me to like allow you guys to see the video and listen along? Or would you rather me just keep the music? Um, I'm kind of watching stuff, I'm watching some politics stuff. Learning, listening to the news here. Obviously, if you're in Italy, it might not pertain to you, but there's a lot of crazy shit going on here in the US, and I'm always trying to keep up to date with what's going on, and it's really hard because there's just so much all the time right now with our current administration. Moved on already. Yeah, let's see how it works. Let me see. All right, so I think what I'd want to do is add a display capture, add existing. Okay. Probably put it nice and small, so we don't really care about the video. And then I don't know, should I turn down the music or should I turn it off? Is the question.
Done to children in war zones and conflict zones across the world. What was done to USAID was disgusting.
Okay. So first of all, when Congress authorizes USAID and appropriates for it, there is a top-line appropriation.
We are now doing Streamception
to designate programs within that. We do not write in the whatever program for whatever X country. We do not write that into the legislation or appropriation.
Is that loud enough?
And
oh, you're right. It is a top line appropriation. So what did they replace all the cut programs with? That's the next question. Super easy, because Crenshaw's technically correct here. Okay, cool. So all of those programs you guys canceled, which was enough to shutter the agency, we literally have video, okay, of little doji dick sucks taping over the fucking sign. Okay, so what did you spend that money on instead in the USAID branch?
And when you go through some of these programs that the Biden administration had, $70,000 for some transgender opera in Colombia.
I don't know how much you've heard about it, but Trump has been coming through and pretty much shutting down a bunch of government organizations. Him and the billionaire Elon Musk, who has pretty much gained control over our government somehow. So the guy with the eye patch here is one of our Congress people and a right-wing dickhead. And this guy is a left-wing journalist. And this guy is a right-wing journalist. The guy in the middle is right-wing, kind of left-wing. Oh, that makes sense. And the guy down here is a streamer by the name of Destiny. And pretty much just talking about what Trump's been doing here and how he's tearing through our government. Even in Italy, we're doomed. Have you heard about the Matteo Salvini and Giorgia Meloni? They were both fans of the bold Italian guy. Oh, God. So I've heard like small bits and portions of what's going on in Europe. Mostly about the German election and that, but yeah, I've heard small bits and portions, and it's not looking good for everyone, to be honest. Like, man, the world's getting scary out here.
Colombia.
That's not white spreader abuse.
There is room for some skepticism about what USAID is doing. Like, it's a silly example.
How about the Gaza condoms that Trump and Musk lied about? Have they apologized for that lie? How about the Gaza condoms?
Some of these...
Your administration lied about Gaza condoms. Trump does not apologize for lying.
I'm not part of the administration. How many civics lessons do you need?
He's your president.
I'm not part of the administration.
Nice try, Dan. You're part of the Republican Party.
I want to change.
Plenty of space for the administration to go through line by line.
Don't talk over each other, please. Let me change topic. I want to change topic
You're
to
a Republican congressman.
I want to change topic to Ukraine.
I'm aware.
Let's just play a clip here and then discuss this afterwards about Ukraine.
Ceasefire, Ukraine, ceasefire. Just agreed to a little while ago. Now we have to go to Russia and hopefully President Putin will agree to that also, and we can get this show on the road. I think it's a big difference between the last visit you saw at the Oval Office and this. So that's a total ceasefire. Ukraine has agreed to it, and hopefully Russia will agree to it. We're going to meet with them later on today and tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to wipe out a deal. If we can't, we just keep going on, and people are going to get killed.
So, Mehdi, here's another example I would say of where the Trump hysteria doesn't really help anything. Because after the Oval Office bust-up, which for about 45 minutes was perfectly reasonable discussion in front of the media, then it all kicked off, and that was unfortunate. It should have happened behind the scenes. But in the general scheme of trying to bring a war to an end, I didn't get as upset about it as everybody seemed to. And I said and predicted then, I think you'll find that Zelensky's back at the White House pretty quickly, and that this is all part of Trump's plan to try and force a peace deal, which it clearly seems to be. The onus is now on Russia. But do you accept that what we saw in the Oval Office and all the reaction that came out of it, you know, this is terrible, it's this, and this, that actually in the cold light of what we've now seen unfurl since then was premature?
No, I don't agree. And it's interesting you use the word unfortunate, Piers. I've told you this before in the past when you say you're not a conservative, you're not on the right. You use language that always minimizes what the right does. If Joe Biden had done it, if Kamala Harris had done it, you'd have been up in arms.
Thank you. The minimizing language. Yes. The minimizing language. Yeah. When Trump sued that pollster, you know, it was an oopsie. Sure. When Biden said, I don't even know what they accused, I don't even know what actions they point to for freedom of speech. I guess when the FBI talked to Twitter, but that was under Trump's administration, so I don't even know how Biden gets blamed for that. Like,
It was a joke. You know it was a joke. The entire world watched that in shock. No president has ever behaved towards an allied leader in public like that, maybe in private. We know what our European allies thought of it. They thought it was a disaster. They didn't think it was just unfortunate. And look, if your argument is bring him to the table, there are other ways to bring him to the table.
Yes, because they're our friend, right? Ukraine is our friend. We can do that. We don't have to bully them.
I'm someone who's supported a ceasefire in Ukraine for a while. In fact, a year ago, 2 years ago, if we had this conversation, I would have probably been the most dovish anti-war voice out of the three of us. Both of you would have been much more pro-Ukraine and hawkish against Russia than me. My problem is, while I want a ceasefire and a negotiated settlement,
it's getting dense. My hand is starting to cramp.
I wanted it done by neutral mediators who have the best interests in peace. Donald Trump doesn't care about peace. He cares about...
When Biden gave a normal speech in front of red lights. Also, remember, just because I'm seeing people say that, I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not. The background, that was a close-up. The background was, it was red. It was supposed to be red, white, and blue. Like, they like to do this close-up here. But the, and I guess optically it was, maybe they should have seen this ahead of time, that they should have had the red here or whatever. Oh, they hold that close-up for this entire shot here. Damn. You can see it in the thumbnail. Biden shocks viewers with hellish red background for Polaroids. Even fucking Lex Frodman.
I might take a break from this here at one point and move on to making a little bit of stuff.
It was supposed to be like they were going with red and blue, but
we'll probably stay on stream while I just do some stuff, like making maybe a new channel.
This lived rent-free in their minds for years.
One that I do
he wants to win a Nobel Peace Prize. It bothers him that Barack Obama got one. He loved the fake ceasefire in Israel. He doesn't mind if he gets a fake ceasefire in Ukraine. My problem is the negotiator should be an American president who is so blatantly and viciously in the Russian camp. Piers, you cannot deny that he is not a neutral mediator. He only berates one side, not the other. He pushes Russian lies, right? If I had said the stuff he said a year ago, you and Dan Crenshaw would be attacking me as a Putin stooge. He said Zelensky's a dictator. lied about that. Then he lied and said he didn't say Zelensky was a dictator. He said Zelensky had a 4% approval rating. That was another lie. He lied and said Ukraine started the war, an outrageous lie. Russia started the war with an illegal invasion. He lied about how much money America has given Ukraine compared to Europe. He's lied and lied and lied, and that is my problem. And my biggest problem, and Piers, surely you agree with me, is can Russia be trusted to maintain the ceasefire? I'm glad the ball's in Russia's court, but don't forget what caused that blow up in the White House. Zelensky, not rudely, but firmly asked J.D. Vance, how do you know Russia's going to keep the ceasefire? 25 times Russia has violated previous ceasefires. Vance couldn't answer the question, so instead he personally berated and insulted and verbally abused the president of Ukraine. That's what it comes down to now. Can Russia be guaranteed to hold a ceasefire? And can Trump ever hold Russia accountable? The one leader in the world he'll never, ever criticize.
All right, Dan, a lot to unpack there, but I think what I felt about this is that Trump's minerals plan seemed to be quite a smart part of this equation to peace, because it would calm down all those on the MAGA side who are outraged about the spending that's been going on.
I don't know if you're still here, Andrea. I'm wondering, how did you first hear about Liccardo? Like, how did that man become on your radar? Was it that big of an event over there in Italy when, like, it first happened that, like, everyone heard about it? Or was it more of, like, only in the Twitch sphere?
I got it. I also think that Trump had a point. I'm interested in what you think as a military man, though, that whilst I accept what Mehdi says, that it is all about security guarantees, and that Zelensky's biggest fear might be actually what happens when Trump's no longer in office, that Putin might not try anything on his watch, but he might wait and bide his time and do it then, which he did, of course, with Biden when he invaded Ukraine. I'm just curious what you think about the idea that Trump had, which is if you've got American contractors all over.
Is that how you heard about him?
Minerals, and they're there in big numbers.
No
and there's
way.
A business relationship there. Is that enough of a deterrence to Putin to then?
Okay, wait. Did somebody join me in Discord? Yeah, what up, B?
Hey.
Yeah, I gotta turn it down, buddy. You're super fucking loud, dude. What's going on with your mic?
Nothing. I'm speaking to you on my AirPods. I'm in front of Smashburger, about to get a smashy birdie.
Ah, gotcha. That's why your mic sounded like garbage.
Hey. What?
What up, buddy? What up? What up? I'm on stream right now, just so you know.
Oh, shoot. So I can't be saying crazy shit like how me and you did that one thing that one night?
That one thing that one night? Yeah, don't bring up that one thing that one night. But it is a sub-only stream, so we're you know, we're chilling. We're private here. It's just me and Andrea right now.
Hold on.
Okay, I need to look up this guy. Alright, yeah, mute up. I'm looking something up real quick. He joined Giorgia Meloni. I need to look this person up. Prime Minister of Italy. What is her politics like? A neo-fascist politic? Oh my god. Yo, honestly, I'm sorry at first that she's your prime minister. And second of all, Liccardo is fucking associated with this woman. Oh my god, National Conservative White Right-Wing Populist Political Party in Italy. Oh my god. Yeah, it was during the quarantine and every teen in Italy was using that application. The lives went viral and everybody's life was ruined. Oh my god. Man joined up with this woman. Ugh. Look. All right? This is a hot take, right? But this is what National Socialists believe. So, like, if you are a Nazi woman, right? You should be in the kitchen, right? Isn't that what they believe? So, like, what is she doing running a government? She's a woman. Now, that's just their take, all right? That's not my take. So, let's get back to drawing. We're talking about the cardio and how he was part of this, the prime minister of Italy currently, her party, her political party, and she is pretty much a Nazi. Giorgia Meloni. Am I pronouncing that right?
Type crazy.
Yeah, right. Insane. All right, I'm gonna go back to listen to what we were listening to. Unless are you here to chat? What are you doing?
You know, I'm gonna be here to chat for a little bit. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna wait for the smashy birdie. Right. Leave. Right. And then come back when I get home.
Okay. All right. What are you up to today? How was work, brother?
Oh, bro,
Rough. You're working at a new location, right? Obviously, don't say the location, but
I am working at a new location that is 45 minutes away.
Jeez.
And
that's not good.
I had to be there at 6 a.m.
So you had to leave your house before 5:15 a.m. to get there. Holy. When do you leave at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, I left at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. on the dot so I can go and get like a Red Bull.
Oh, I'm sorry, homie. I'm sorry. But is it nice getting out like early? Like it's fucking what time is it? It's not even 3 o'clock and you're off work.
Yeah, it is nice.
That's gotta feel
Tomorrow
good.
I will be opening at 5.
Oh my God. You have to wake up at 4 or at least by leave by 4.
And guess what time your boy goes to bed every night?
Oh, I already know it. It's like 2 a.m.
It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So,
dude, stop playing Minecraft until like 2, 3 a.m. every night. I've actually been getting to sleep so early.
I'm jealous.
Like I got to sleep at like fucking 8 last night.
Bro, that sounds bliss.
It was blissful. It was gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful time.
I tried. I got off like I was playing Minecraft until like maybe 9.
Have you got yourself a Benjamin?
I haven't. I'm broke.
I have like a little bit left in this one that I have, and I'd say I'd give it to you, but it's a sativa and it's not gonna probably help you sleep.
Probably not, no. You know, if there can be any major takeaway from my life, it's don't own property, it's a scam.
All right.
The American dream is a false scam to tie down the working man.
Yeah, like it would be better if we just loaned out property from the government, like in China. Is that what you're saying? Is that a real take right there?
No.
I was gonna say that shit is a hot one, man.
No, my real take is that we should forcefully remove property from our federal government and distribute it back to the American people.
No, but we should maybe not from the government. Look, man, the government owning property to me is a good thing. Like when they're like protecting national forests, shit like that, like parks, stuff like that. What the problem is like companies like fucking BlackRock coming in and buying up at literally nursing homes, hospitals, fucking, stores, shopping fronts, housing, residential places, like giant apartment, like everything in the whole country. Like that shit's not okay.
But hear me out.
We need to privatize more. We need to privatize more things, as in, the government needs to own them. I think.
I personally think, right, hear me out. The Pentagon would make a killer mansion.
Yeah, what if we gave it to the American people as a party house?
Dude, I'm just saying.
We have Georgia, but I think Trump is even worse. Oh, yeah. No, Trump is the fucking worst. I can't lie. I mean, I don't know how bad the lady that you guys have is, but Trump is, oof. If I were to give you my unfiltered take on Trump, I'd be banned right here. So,
Dude, I'm fucking. I am a member of Trump's party, and I think he is the worst candidate we could have ever gotten.
yeah, this man's a Republican. Ugh, what a weirdo. And I'm friends with him. Not only friends, like best friends with this man. Ugh. I thought they said liberals and Republicans can't get along.
You know, that's what the new Republican Party, the neo-Republican Party, wink wink, would want you to believe.
Luckily, I'm also not a liberal. I am a leftist, so I hate them liberals.
Commie.
Yeah,
So,
pretty
with that being
much,
said,
man.
I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm gonna drive. You know, we don't wanna hear the winds while you're streaming, and then I'm hop in when I get home.
All right, brother. I'll see you later, my dude. I'll be still probably doing the same exact thing when you get home. So.
Word. All right. See you stream. Peace. Squaw.
See you later. All right, let's get back to listening to this Piers Morgan.
Attack more of Ukraine because he would effectively be attacking areas that have a lot of American people on the ground.
Like, Russia's capable of doing targeted strikes. What? And if you're going to be so strong on this point, if you're going to say, well, we'll have people on the ground, so it's basically like a peace deal, or it's basically like a security guarantee anyway, then why not just give the security guarantee? Like,
yeah, I mean, look, the minerals deal in particular is a good idea for two reasons. One, it's a political backstop for President Trump, as you mentioned. Second, there's now an economic entanglement between the U.S. and Ukraine, which is an implicit security guarantee. Ukrainians agreed with this, by the way.
Might bring you guys
we didn't
downstairs.
have any economic entanglements with Ukraine.
And grab a snack.
We didn't do any
see.
trade. We just had no relationship. We didn't know where they existed. We didn't know they were on the map. We just no phone numbers, no way to call them. It was just
way. It was frustrating.
I have this.
And you look at what Rubio really put it well when he explained on
phone case,
CBS or whatever interview it was.
And it's siliconed on
Zelensky. He had
to a tripod that I no longer use for my camera stuff.
At this Munich Security Conference, I met with Zelensky at that time. He seemed to have no problems with the mineral agreement. Seemed to think it was a good idea. Rubio had convinced him earlier, maybe that day or the day before. And then he would go out talking about how he's not agreeing with it. So there was a frustration within the administration. The White House blow up. I mean, I watched it myself as well. And my
all right,
my take
you're
from
now
it was,
speaking through my phone mic. I'm sorry if
we
it
know,
sounds
bro.
crappy.
You're just gonna say the exact same thing everyone else is saying. Zelensky, if you got a problem,
That.
don't have this debate in public.
Yes. Cannot see chat, by the way.
Why are you
So.
trying to iron out the details of a private deal in public? This isn't correct. This isn't the art of the deal.
And my take from it was, this is not the time to be litigating past histories about Putin, whether you're
I
right
feel
or
like
not. This isn't the moment
this
for it. It's time to
bulb
have
might
lunch,
get in the
strike a
way.
deal, and get on our way to a
Am
peace
I right
deal.
about that?
So Mehdi's complaints seem to be
I don't know.
purely stylistic. You don't like Trump's style.
You don't think the style of the leader of your country matters at all? Like, where are these weird points? Fuck.
How does that look?
Crenshaw is the kind of guy who, if his got children, like if his daughter showed up from prom and there was some guy to pick her up and he was wearing
Beautiful.
like a dirty t-shirt and fucking sweatpants. Crenshaw seems like the kind of guy that's super ass pain. You couldn't dress up for your prom. Guy couldn't rent a fucking suit. What's wrong with this guy? Why does he look like a bum? And you don't think style, like you don't need presentation of the lead representative of the world, which is who the U.S. president is, or some other leaders in countries, because we elect him directly. The United States people elect our president to represent us. You don't think that matters?
Style and how he got people to the table. But how else would you do it? I mean, I agree with the premise of the ceasefire. Like, you do have to engage in uncomfortable territory with the Russians. That is something Trump knows. It is something. It is how you wrangle them. And
Who
look,
is he
Zelensky
wrangled?
has been pandered to.
There's also another thing. Just please, somebody, please. Please. you ask him, can you name one thing that Donald Trump has gotten using these negotiation tactics for Donald Trump? This is not a thing, because I'm just curious. He keeps saying this is how he negotiates, this is how he does things. What's something he's gotten for us doing this?
By Europeans,
Please.
by us for a while. Now, look, I think everything happened as it should happen on the timelines. I think we needed to probably do a lot more than Biden did, quicker and faster aid to defend Ukraine in the beginning. 2 years later, Trump is right. It is time to actually start talking. And regardless,
I got cheese sticks and
then you talk about Zelensky wearing a suit, and Destiny goes the other way.
yes.
Zelensky wearing the suit he's wearing communicates exactly the message that he should be communicating, which has been consistent with other leaders, by the way, in history, showing up.
We're back.
Zelensky is communicating that he is the president of a country at war, which is fine. The clothing style and his presentation publicly is appropriate for that.
Alrighty.
I'm not saying that every single person should just wear a suit at every single moment in life. It's like saying, like, oh, Destiny thinks that a person should dress well going to court, but he didn't give a fuck about this guy who showed up to his roofing job yesterday wearing jeans and a t-shirt. So where's the consistency, Destiny? Hello?
Again, that was J.D. Vance's point in the White House. Why are we litigating that? Let's talk about present and future. And that's a very American way of thinking, but it works. And it's not a very Eastern European past. Again, that was J.D. Vance's point in the White House. Why are we litigating?
Just a living contradiction, and I want to cry. Sounds like it, to be honest. Being a woman and having those politics is already, I feel like, a contradiction. I feel like.
Deals privately? What?
Not a very Eastern European way.
I eat my cheese stick. My hand is still cramping.
What?
Mozzarella.
What?
Not real mozzarella,
It's
though.
like bad racism. It doesn't even make sense. What kind of fucking retarded? Nobody is talking about 1,000 years of history, you retarded fuck. They're talking about 5 years of history. Or 10, I guess, if we go back to the
This
Crimean
guy's so
Takeover.
mad.
What are you talking about?
Alright, let's see what else we can find. We need more news stuff here.
All right, guys, so let's talk about Gavin Newsom. Now, Gavin Newsom clearly wants to run for president in 2028. I don't think anybody denies that at this point. And he decided, in order to stay relevant, keep his name in the news, put his vision and his ideology out there, he decided, what if I just launch a podcast? What if I launch a podcast? Now, look, just that alone, I have no problem with that in and of itself, right? That's not bad by definition. I could see him doing that and executing it in a way where it's solid, right? And where it might actually help him going into 2028. But I've now given it some time, and we got to talk about these decisions he's making. Because to say he's not reading the room is the understatement of the century, okay? So, first podcast, who does he do it with? Charlie Kirk. Now, look, I've debated Charlie Kirk at Politicon in the past. I got no problem with you sitting across from Charlie Kirk. None whatsoever. But I do have a problem with the nature of the conversation. So I forced myself. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. I sat and listened. Not to the whole thing, because I couldn't fucking stand it. I couldn't make it, right? But I listened to a good amount of it. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, it was a suck and fuck fest. That's what it was. And it wasn't Charlie. Charlie was the top, not the bottom. So it opens up with Gavin Newsom like, man, my kid loves you. And he was so excited I was coming to talk to you. And Charlie, how are you so successful? How have you done these amazing things that you've done? I swear to God, man, don't take my word for it. You go listen to it yourself. You go listen to it. Right? Okay. So therein lies my problem. You have Charlie Kirk on. If you have him on and you fight with him and you debate him and you argue with him and you are clear in your point of view and you do a decent job dismantling him, dog, I'd be out here covering your podcast and cheering you on. I'd be out here watching it going, damn, Gavin destroyed him there, didn't he? Right? We'd be covering the clips, talking about, oh my God, look at how he cornered him here, he checkmated him here. What a great point that was. That's what I would do if you bothered to fucking do that, but you didn't do that. You didn't do that. Okay, so that's strike one. By the way, strike one, you're out. Ain't no 2 and 3, bitch. Ain't no 2 and 3, right? If you're going to have Charlie Kirk on, that's fine as long as you debate him. You didn't debate him. You didn't. Okay. Then we get to, so let me talk about episode 3 before I get to 2. Wheeler, you know who he's inviting on for episode 3? Sloppy Steve Bannon. Now, again, let me reiterate, I have zero problems whatsoever. I am one of those lefties who defends, basically, debate, no matter how odious the character is, right? You can debate fucking Nick Fuentes, and I'll be like, yeah, I know he's a Nazi, I know he's an extremist, I know his ideas should be outside of the respectability of the Overton window, but I'm still okay with you debating him as long as you hammer him into the ground and you're crystal fucking clear, right? But he invites on Sloppy Steve. Now, that one hasn't come out yet. My guess is suck and fuckfest. We shall see. We shall see. But here, okay. You ready for this? Now let's talk about the second episode. We just learned who's going to be in the second episode. You ready? It's Michael Savage. Now, for those of you who don't know who Michael Savage is, let me put it like this. Gavin Newsom's first 3 guests are the 3 worst fucking people in the country. And again, he's not fighting them. He's making sweet love to them down by the fire. As, oh, how are you so good at this? How did you get so successful? How have you guys, been able to navigate the political landscape in such an amazing way? These are the conversations. Now, understand something, y'all. Understand something. I feel like I've been more than kind to Gavin Newsom. You know, you look online and you see wall to wall, everybody's got nothing but negative things to say about Gavin Newsom. I haven't done that. I've actually been pretty nuanced and open-minded, and I feel like I've evaluated his record fairly. So, for example, he decided in California, since all these Republican states are banning books they don't like, he passed a law to ban book bans, to say, fuck you, we're going to stand up for free speech, free expression, we're not going to be authoritarian, we're going to be pro-freedom. He did like this pro-freedom campaign a while ago. I thought that was wonderful.
Yeah.
I saw when Gavin Newsom debated DeSantis, he's good at debating when he wants to be good at it. And he destroyed DeSantis. He hammered him into the ground in that Fox News debate. I remember watching that going, look, whatever problems these two have, this is way preferable to a Biden versus Trump situation, right? So again, more than fair to him. He signed a bill in California where they make their own insulin, which means it's way cheaper insulin for people. That's a life-saving thing, man. I'm going to give him credit on that all day long. He stopped maternity wards in California from closing. Credit. He gave doxing victims the ability to sue. Credit on that. He made it so that medical debt it can't count against you for your credit report. Again, that's great. He did sectoral bargaining for all fast food workers in California, and they basically now they have a $20 wage floor. That's amazing. Sectoral bargaining is like one of the answers to getting the working class in this country back on track. So I'll give him credit where he's due. Also, look, we could talk about the negative things. He vetoed a bill to give California universal health care. That's basically unforgivable. He vetoed a bill to get private equity out of health care. Again, unforgivable. He vetoed a bill that cracked down on the PBMs, the pharmacy benefit managers, who are just middlemen who jack up the price of your drugs. That's horrible. He's had some votes on crime stuff and on homelessness that I think are bad. But again, my point here is I've been fair to this guy. But here's the reality that we need to get to. He is perfectly indicative of the problem with Democratic politicians in this moment right now. Because what they've done is completely and utterly misread the situation. So they look at the fact that Trump is back in the White House, and what they're doing is reacting like the Republicans did after 2 terms of FDR. When the Republicans saw FDR win 2 terms, they were like, ah, fuck, all right, we got to be exactly like it. Like, we got to move closer to him. We have to be more like him in order to get political power because he's fucking unbeatable. And FDR ended up winning 4 times and having 80% of the House and 80% of the Senate at his peak. It was FDR's era, and the Republicans moved in that direction to act like that. By the same token, when Ronald Reagan won, Democrats went, oh, shit, we got to rush to the right. We got to be more like Ronald Reagan. We got to believe in at least half of what these guys believe in, because if we don't, we're going to get wiped out. And so that's when you saw the Democratic Party become way, way more conservative and way, way more like Republicans. And what we're witnessing now from many top Democratic officials, Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, Gavin Newsom, many others, they are going, well, it appears like Trump is unbeatable. It appears like MAGA really does have this massive mandate and people love what they stand for. So now I'm going to be the good Democrat who can get the pats on the head. I'm going to be the one who's like, hey, man, I'm cool. I'm down. I'm sort of with you guys. I'm open to reasonable debate and conversation. I'm willing to talk to people who disagree, bro. Not like these other stupid lefties and liberals, bro. I'll talk to you if we disagree, bro. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. And he thinks the path to political power is to snuggle up to the right, snuggle up to MAGA, have these conversations where they chuckle and giggle and make nice. But here's the fucking problem with that, guys. We've already seen in less than 2 months, Trump is a fucking disaster. How many terrible decisions does he have to make before you wake up and realize we want you to fight every step of the way? They're destroying the Department of Education. They're destroying the CFPB, the anti-scam police. They fired disabled veterans. They fired flight safety officials as planes are falling out of the fucking sky. We've had 100,000 to 250,000 people lose their government jobs. The economy is absolutely collapsing. He's working on another colossal tax cut for the rich. He's warmongering with 7 different countries and saying stuff like we're going to steal Panama, we're going to steal Greenland, we're going to own Gaza. If you look at this,
dude,
and your reaction is not...
That's like crazy too, because we kind of did fucking come take the Panama Canal. Like, BlackRock just came in and like bought the 2 end ports or whatever. Like, that shit's insane. Actually insane. And I feel like not enough people are talking about it. I'm actually just listening because it's terrifying. It really is. It's so terrifying, especially because the U.S. like, you know, I'm not the guy that thinks like, I'm not one of the Americans that think, oh, the U.S. is all there is, you know, like there's too many people that really are so centric like that. But it is like, you know, such a big power in the world for like, 1, just military force, and 2, like the way it influences the rest of, you know, the globe in a lot of different ways. And it's terrifying. And yeah, oh God.
Holy shit, I'm against all of that. Then you're not serious. You are vapid. You are vacuous. You believe in nothing. Right? And that's my problem with Gavin Newsom. He believes in nothing. He's going like this. Where's the political win?
Gavin Newsom is, is he the governor of California? Fucking one of those. Whatever. I'm not the biggest civics guy. We have a very complicated structure, but whatever. He's the guy that runs the state of California pretty much.
Looks like Trump is in the White House. Therefore, let me snuggle up to Charlie Kirk and sloppy Steve Bannon and Michael fucking Savage. Michael Savage. Let me tell you guys
and Steve Bannon is one of the guys other than Elon that hit the Nazi salute on stage recently. So let me show you. That. What a fucking piece of work this guy is.
The day win is we retreat, and we're not going to retreat. We're not going to surrender. We're not going to quit. Fight, fight, fight. Amen.
So, that's Steve Bannon.
About Michael Savage, the guy that Gavin Newsom did his second podcast, hasn't had a lefty on yet, hasn't had a liberal on yet, hasn't had a Democrat on yet. Charlie Kirk, Michael Savage, and fucking sloppy Steve Bannon. Let me tell you a little bit about Michael Savage. He was banned from the United Kingdom for his extremism. How are you so extreme you get banned from the UK? That's what happened. And this is who Gavin Newsom is fucking having some shits and giggles with.
And Gavin Newsom was always thought of as a very liberal guy, so this is very weird for him to be doing this.
Quote, I was very disappointed in Trump attacking white supremacy. He said this after, remember there was a mass shooting where it was in like, I don't know if it was a predominantly black area or a Hispanic area, but we learned very quickly the dude who did the shooting had a manifesto, and it was a deeply racist neo-Nazi manifesto. And so Trump came out and gave a speech and condemned white supremacy at the time. Michael Savage said on his radio show, I was very disappointed in Trump attacking white supremacy. This is who you're going to fucking talk to and chat it up with and look for areas of agreement? Again, that just tells me you believe in nothing. You're willing to fight for nothing. I have no problem with you talking to Michael Savage if the entire fucking thing is a heated debate where you're crystal clear. Michael Savage said trans healthcare, quote, should be outlawed. Is that going to come out? Is that going to come up in the podcast? You're going to debate him on that? More. He said Bernie and Hillary are communists, and then he used the famous quote, from the Holocaust, where they
imagine saying Hillary Clinton is a communist. Yeah, also imagine being banned from the UK. That's insane. If you don't know anything about Hillary Clinton because you're outside of the US, the most neoliberal person in the world. Like, I don't even know. That is insane. Calling her a communist. Pretty much a conservative. Like, from if you were in Europe, she's a conservative. But here in America, she's technically a Democrat. And he's calling her a communist. It's crazy.
And I said nothing. This is what he said about Bernie and Hillary. They're communists, and first they came for the rich, and I said nothing. He said, put down BLM protesters like they're feral dogs. He compared Obama to Hitler and said that Obama is doing white genocide.
Jeez, this guy is crazy.
PTSD and depression, and implied that it's not real. He called Obama, quote, the new leader of the caliphate.
Oh my God.
Ready for this? He said Barack Obama was spreading Ebola on purpose. He said Trump saved white kids from slavery.
Oh my God. This guy is
openly
nuts.
And vociferously on his show defended torture. He calls left-wingers vermin. Ready? I haven't even given you the biggest one yet. Yours think, holy shit, Kyle. Well, how the fuck does it get worse than any of the things you just said there? Ready for this? This was a very famous moment.
Yeah, wait. Seriously, how could this possibly be worse? I need to try to brainstorm. And I also need to not... I don't think he's going to say anything that's obviously going to be banned. Because, I mean, this is a YouTube video. So I assume I'm safe to watch it. And whatever he's going to be saying is it safe to at least listen to. But what could possibly be worse than those things? I honestly have no clue.
He said, we should kill 100 million Muslims.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's worse. Yeah, he topped that pretty quick. Wow.
This is who Greasy Gavin is sitting around with, shooting the shit with, giggling with, looking for points of agreement with. There's not a single person on the Democratic side, the liberal side, the left side, that should consider voting for you in 2028. People will remember how you react in this exact moment. When all the cards are down, our backs are against the wall, people who are Democrats and liberals and leftists feel like they're in the wilderness because the right has control of the House, the Senate, the presidency, the court system. It's in moments like this where your true fucking character shines. And the fighters are going to fight, and they're going to lead, and they're going to rise to the top. The cream always rises to the top. They're the fucking cream. Okay? The ones who are giggling and having nice, sweet...
I think there's an unresolved issue between comedians and politicians. See, this guy's like... This guy that we're watching commentate, he's like pretty good in the fact that he's like funny, but also obviously doing politics. But that reminds me of Bill Burr. I don't know if you know Bill Burr, but this man... Bill. Actually, I think I just saw one on my feed. He's a great comedian, and he's been constantly just shitting on Elon and stuff. Oh, here we go.
Bill Burr, man. Bill Burr is aging like a fine wine. God,
We'll go back to the other one after this.
So as you all know, what comedy has become because of the Rogan sphere is actually really sad, right? There was this idea of comedy in the past that it's like you're mostly punching up, you're going after the powerful, you're going after the systems, you're mocking them, you're mocking it, right? And it's like, I'm a voice for the everyman while I'm being funny. That was like the idea of comedy. That was like, you know, that's the Bill Hicks, that's the George Carlin approach. You can be edgy, you can be controversial, but the targets are clear, right? The system's bullshit. The military-industrial complex sucks. The billionaires are the problem. Like, that's really the core of it. And there are some, non-political comedians who are also funny, and that's totally fine and dandy. But what's happened with the Rogan sphere is they've almost inverted that dynamic, where it's like, snuggle up to Trump, snuggle up to Elon, the world's richest robber baron and the biggest corrupt war criminal in the country, right? And your targets are like woke college kids and trans people, right? And that's like, it's not funny. And also, you guys are little establishment bitches who suck up to power, right? Rogan's getting invited to Mar-a-Lago. People are supposed to believe he's some sort of outsider and he's against the mainstream. Bitch, you are the mainstream now, right? So it's kind of a shame what's happened to comedy. So many of these guys have gone down that rabbit hole. We just covered Andrew Schultz the other day, giggling with Megyn Kelly about how, isn't it so much fun when Trump threatens to steal Greenland? Oh, is that fun? Is that fun to you? Would it be fun if Iran was threatening to steal Texas and they can act on that? Or if Russia was threatening to steal Alaska and they could act on that? Or China was threatening to steal Florida and they could act on that? Like, would that be fun if you reverse the roles? No. Back during the Bush years, everybody understood this guy's a neocon warmonger asshole and he's worthy of mockery. Trump is the same neocon warmonger asshole, except he's a bigger imperialist and bigger colonialist. And they're like, he makes me giggle. He's an arrogant asshole, but he's got the timing of a comedian, so we like him. And it's just so sad. Well, Bill Burr has not gone down this path. Bill Burr has stayed true to his roots, and you just get the sense that he's the everyman in the sense that he actually knows who's fucking over this country, who's screwing people. And so he cannot stop beating the shit out of Elon Musk, Rogan's bestie, who he has on once a month to lie to his audience repeatedly. So here we go. This is the new one. Apparently he was doing some interview with NPR or something, and he hits us with this banger, going after not only NPR, but the smug, do-nothing, can't-fight liberals. Here we go.
Where my comedy act is right now is I'm trying to get regular people to stop yelling at each other and realize that it's a select few group of nerds, okay, eating raw almonds and doing their stupid workouts and everything and just competing with each other to have the biggest infinity pool, and the rest of us are getting pushed down. And they've politicized the whole stupid thing, and we're falling for it.
And who's the they? Besides people who eat almonds?
That idiot Elon Musk.
Oh.
That guy, like, he's going to, like, who evidently is a Nazi. Like, I just refuse to believe that it was an accidental 2-time Sieg Heil. And he does it at
wow, you have a solid line. Thank you. I think it's coming out pretty good. Sometimes I zone in on, like, the smallest little smudge or, like, mistake, and it will really, really peeve me. But you gotta learn to just get over it. Because a lot of people don't see those mistakes, especially on camera like this. Like, there's plenty that I'll see or something, but, like, they don't really come across when you're just looking at the overall picture. And it should be good once they get denser. They will get very, very dense at the end, hopefully. I don't know, it's going to take very long to start getting the smaller bits in. I'm going to try to place more of the large bits in here soon. And then I'll start filling out more of, like, from the middle out.
Oh, true. True. You would be amazed at the number of people who were like, bro, he's just autistic, bro. Maybe you're being ableist, bro, by calling the Nazi salute a Nazi salute, bro. Maybe he's autistic. He gets excited. He's just autistic. He's just kind of weird. He doesn't really have control of his body. It was actually a Roman salute. Now, he's actually sending his heart out. So, yeah, it happens, bro. You'd be surprised at the number of people who ran with it. And it's like, do you guys hear yourselves? Do you see yourselves? Do you realize you are so fucking ripe for mockery? And that's what he's doing. He's like, I know what I saw, right? Like, you can't fucking, don't believe your eyes. Fuck you. Of course I'm going to believe my eyes. Here we go. One more time.
That guy, like, he's going to, like, who evidently is a Nazi. Like, I just refuse to believe that it was an accidental 2-time Sieg Heil.
I should also point out, and you guys know this, but a lot of people don't know this, Elon regularly retweets Nazis, like outright Nazis, regularly responds to Nazis and say, you have told the actual truth. Like, regularly. But what people struggle with is, but hold on, he's pro-Israel. How can he be a Nazi? it's amazing anybody still thinks that, like, the Israeli state is an ethno-state, right? They are literally Jewish supremacists. They are Zionists. They are fascists, right? There's different camps of fascists and Nazis. And
that kind of like, that was like a big take when Kanye first came out and having like super Hitler shit being said and like clearly Nazi shit. And like when it first started happening, there was so many people that were like, how could a black person be a Nazi? And it's like, do you not realize that there's a history of like plenty of different, you know, groups of people having very similar ideas to the Nazis in the way of like one group is you know, superior to the other, or that they need to be separate to actually work properly. And it's like, how do you not get that is not just a white people thing? Like it is mostly. I mean, we're the worst with it for sure, at least historically and statistically, by like, you know, terrorist attacks and shit. But yeah, no, it's not exclusive. That's for sure.
Has like the Jews as the number one group they hate, right? But then there's other fascists and Nazis that are basically jealous of the Israeli ethno-state. They want to create our own ethno-state, and they have an alliance with them. Literally in the history of Israel, there are times where the Zionists in Israel have cut deals with the Nazis, right? The idea if you're pro-Israel, you can't be a Nazi. That's literally the trick they use to try to act like, I can't be a Nazi. Look at me hugging Benjamin Netanyahu, the modern-day Hitler. How can I be a Nazi? I love the modern-day Hitler. Like, okay. So that's the other thing people need to understand. There's so much evidence. The other thing, Elon regularly does this. He always does these, like, dog whistles. I don't even know if you can call them dog whistles at this point because they're becoming like fucking foghorns. But he always plays with the 1488 shit, the white supremacist slogan. Like a number of times he's tweeted 14 American flags while having some comment. And the 14 American flags is, again, the wink and the nod to like, I'm with you guys. I'm with the fascists. Remember when he was caught, what was it, like some 4chan shit? And he's like, keck you later, friends, F-R-E-N-S. Like, these are all the insider, Nazi bullshit, stupid things, right? That's what it is.
That guy, like, he's going to, like, who evidently is a Nazi? I just refuse to believe that it was an accidental two-time
I'm normally
Sieg
up
Heil.
to date on dog whistles. So, what is, I've never heard of this. Friends? F-R-E-N-S? Is that what he said?
Nazi
things, right? That's what it is.
That guy,
Nazi bullshit friends, F-R-E-N-S.
F-R-E-N-S. Friends. Dog whistle. I've never heard of this one. Friend. After gaining popularity online as part of Doggo Lingo style slang, Friend later became prominent in such sites such as 4chan and the subreddit Friend World as a dog whistle used by the far-right white nationalists and fascists to refer to each other. This use is associated with various terms. Huh. Alright, that's a good one to know. Yeah, be wary. Be weary.
Like, these are all the insider, Nazi bullshit, stupid things, right? That's what it is.
that guy, like, he's going to, like, who evidently is a Nazi, like, I just refuse to believe that it was an accidental two-time Sieg Heil. And he does it at a presidential inauguration. This is why I hate liberals. It's like liberals have no teeth whatsoever. They just go, oh, my God, can you believe I'm getting out of the country? I'm just like, you're going to leave the country because of one guy with dyed hair plugs and a laminated face who makes a bad car and has an obsolete social media platform? You're going to leave this? Why doesn't he leave? Why isn't he stopped? What are we so afraid of this guy who can't fight his way out of a wet paper bag?
That's why I've been screaming, deport Elon Musk. I think now we're past that. He's committed so many crimes that it's arrest Elon Musk. But fucking deport him. He came here as an illegal immigrant. Mr. I hate illegal immigrants and I'm going to shit on them 24/7. No, most of the illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants that come in this country are hardworking, good people. You are not. You are a criminal. You are a fraudster. And so he came as an undocumented immigrant, and he's also, by the way, as I always point out, the biggest welfare queen in the country. The biggest welfare queen. He takes $8 million a day in tax money, $38 billion in subsidies for his businesses, and then he launches rockets that explode. Like, what are we talking about? And Bill Burr's point is, fight this fucking asshole, right? Don't be weak. Don't be toothless. If you're a liberal or you're a leftist, fucking stand up, call a spade, and fight. Fight, 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 fight. But unfortunately, it's a lot of like, again, this is epitomized by like Gavin Newsom, right? The right has the power, so let me snuggle up to them a little bit. I'll have Steve Bannon on the podcast and Charlie Kirk and Michael Savage and make nice with them and play footsies with them and break out the hot stones for a massage. And, I'm one of the good ones. Pat me on the head. I'm one of the good liberals who can understand where you're coming from. Look, that reaction, I believe, was somewhat merited in 2016. Trump said a lot of things on the campaign trail that were not like a typical Republican. It wasn't like George W. Bush. It wasn't like Dick Cheney. He was saying very clearly, I'm not going to catch you Social Security. I'm not going to catch you Medicare. I'm not going to catch you Medicaid. I'm not going to let the jobs be outsourced anymore, folks. He pretended like, I'm going to represent to one extent or another the working class. Well, guess what? It was all lies. All of it was fucking lies. We lost 200,000 manufacturing jobs under him. He did not give a fuck about the working class. Right now, this term, he just killed a Biden bill, which would have created 115,000 new high-paying manufacturing jobs. He killed it. He froze the funding. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about working people at all, at all, at all. That's why they killed the anti-scam police, the CFPB, right? So now we have the results, y'all. We have the results. All of his bullshit was bullshit in 2016. He ran a better campaign, but he was a liar. He was a liar. Also, I'm Mr. Anti-War. Really? You increased drone strikes 432%. You dropped the Moab on Afghanistan. You bragged about occupying a third of Syria to take the oil. You ripped up the Iran agreement, right? Please, you weren't anti-war. You weren't pro-worker. The record is in. Enough with the fucking bullshit. Enough with, maybe they'll find a way to, maybe they'll do something good and be populist and shut the fuck up. No, they won't. No, they won't. They're not going to. They already haven't. Right-wingers say they love free speech. Maybe they'll protect free speech. As they arrest a pro-Palestine protester who did nothing wrong and was just standing up against the genocide in Gaza. Spare me. Spare me. Fight. I'm done. Fight. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to, meet them halfway, negotiate. They're fucking liars and charlatans and con men and frauds and fascists and Nazis and authoritarians and every negative word you can think of. That's what they are. He knows that. You need to know that too. And if you're a liberal, you're a leftist, grow a spine, grow some balls, grow some teeth, okay? The time is over. There is no more, bipartisanship is dead. It's never coming back. It's never coming back. I need you to understand that. There are no reasonable Republicans. They don't exist. They don't exist. They all, I'm not sure. Maybe Trump went a little too far here. Vote for all of his things. Vote for all of his things. Vote for all of his things. That's all that matters. Are you doing the harm to the country or are you not? They're doing the harm. So how many times has Susan Collins, I'm very concerned about this pick from Trump. Vote for, vote for, vote for, vote for, vote for. I'm not sure this is the right way to go. Vote for, vote for, vote for. Fucking fight. They're all him. They are all Trump. They are all Elon. And we got to stop rationalizing and justifying. It's like being in an abusive relationship. He didn't really mean it when he hit me in the head with a vase. He didn't. God bless Bill Burr. You guys know I've been talking a lot about Jon Stewart 2028. And I love that idea. I would love Jon Stewart 2028. I would love Tim Walz 2028. Tim Walz got a bad rap. He's actually phenomenal. His policies in Minnesota were great and helped so many people. But I was talking to Crystal about this, and she's like, I want fucking Bill Burr 2028. And it's like, hey, I'm with you. I love it. I love it. He just has zero interest in running. He's not going to do it. I think there's like a 10% chance Jon Stewart would do it, maybe 15%. I think there's a solid 60% chance Tim Walz is going to do it. But like, this is the energy, right? This is the energy. Zero, no more bullshit. No more bullshit. The bullshit's done. The bullshit's over.
As funny as it sounds,
it's time,
like
man.
a comedian
it's time to knuckle up. It's time to
with
fight.
at least
it's time
good
to tell the
values
truth.
running
Don't
for
care about what
president
toes
at
you
this
step
point
on.
would be
We have to
better
stop
than
doing,
what we have
on the
for
left,
sure. Like
we have to
anyone
stop
with
doing
good
pundit
values.
brain,
I don't care if
right?
they're
This is a really important
a
thing.
comedian or a lifelong politician.
we just need somebody that has some fucking morals to them at this point in this country, because right now we do not.
Brain is what? Always calculating. What's the thing I should say to appeal to the most people I can appeal to? It's like a macro level view of if I say this thing and if I do that thing, then that'll tick it up 2%. No. Drop all of that. Speak from your heart. Tell the truth. Say what you really think. And let the chips fall where they may. And you'd be surprised how far you get if you just drop all the macro and micro analyzing and just say it like it is. All right, guys, that's the show. Love you all very much, man. You guys know the drill. Everybody, please subscribe to the channel. That helps out big time and costs you nothing. You can click that bell icon so you get a notification every single time a video drops. And, of course, much love to everybody who supports this show on Patreon. Can't do it without you. This is real independent media, not fake independent media. Never had a conversation with an advertiser.
If you guys don't know him, he's great. Obviously, mostly American politics stuff, so might not pertain to you, but great guy. We'll go back to the rest of this video, and then I will find something.
Little conversations with fucking Nazis and white supremacists and robber baron defenders. They're cooked. They're cooked. You're not going to go anywhere, nor should you go anywhere. Guys, I want to reiterate. If you have on Charlie Kirk, you have on Michael Savage, you have on Steve Bannon, and you debate them aggressively the entire time, I got no problem. In fact, if you have some good clips, I'll show the clips on the show, I'll react to it, and I'll talk about how you nailed the fucking guy to the wall, right? But I listen to a lot of that Charlie Kirk podcast. Bro, you broke out the hot oil. You broke out the hot oil and the hot stones, and you laid it down on Charlie in all the wrong ways, right? What I saw was the equivalent of Joe Rogan when he talks to Elon Musk, right? And again, he knows how to debate. He's got an opportunity. He doesn't want to do it. Why? Because he misread the room politically. Oh, everybody's got to go a little to the right. Oh, this is the trick they play, right? Oh, on the Democratic side, on the liberal side, and the leftist side, they don't even believe in dialogue, bro. The right, they believe in debate and open discussion and dialogue. Really? Has Ted Cruz ever invited me on his podcast to shoot the shit where he asks about my wild success on YouTube and how I got to this point? Has that ever happened? Has Trump ever sat down for an interview with me? Right? And when you look at the right-wing podcast sphere, it's a fucking hug box. It's a hug box all day, every day. Oh, bro, wokeness is bad. Oh, bro, COVID authoritarianism is horrible. Bro, the Democrats, bro, they're so bad, bro. Rogan show, it used to be more open-minded. It used to have some liberals and lefties on, people like me on. Now, all day, every day, it's a robber baron asshole, a corrupt Republican politician, an MMA fighter who's right-wing, a comedian who's right-wing, and it's the same fucking 5 conversations over and over and over again. They're not inviting on different perspectives. The idea that they're open-minded, they're not open-minded. They're pro-free speech. No, they're fucking not. They're in the midst of deporting a pro-Palestine protester right now, even though he's a permanent legal resident and he has a green card. Crazy. They despise free speech. They despise open debate. They're fucking liars. The reality is the right fights. They fight. They make their case. And what Gavin Newsom is showing is he is not making our case. He is not. He is sitting around with some of the worst people in the country, letting them slide on all of the horrific things they say and believe. And effectively what that does is normalize these people in the sense that, oh, Charlie Kirk's not that bad. Oh, Michael Savage is not that bad. Oh, maybe I'll listen to them. And you are shifting people to the right. And by the way, he thinks if I talk to these people, they're not going to go too hard against me when I run in 2028. Bullshit, son. Oh, they're going to hit you just as hard, if not harder than they ever have. They don't give a fuck that they sat across me. There was times in the podcast Charlie Kirk was taking pot shots to Gavin Newsom, to his face, and Gavin Newsom would let it fucking slide. Right? He's like, he said something like, oh, did you let your kid miss school to come here to meet me because your kid likes me? And Gavin Newsom was like, no, you can't miss school. And Charlie Kirk is like, well, you shut down the schools for like years, bro, because of COVID. Gavin Newsom just skated right by it. They fucking hate you. They hate you. They despise you. They're never going to support you. And what you're doing is repeatedly bending the knee to them, cucking yourself to them. For, oh, let me find the areas of agreement. Really? You're going to sit across from the guy who said we should kill 100 million Muslims and pretend like he's a legitimate voice that should be within the Overton window? No. Have some fucking spine. Have some backbone. Say this guy's a scoundrel and a neo-Nazi and a pig. He calls lefties vermin. He's fucking vermin. If you want to kill 100 million Muslims, you're fucking vermin. And this is not what you're going to hear from Gavin Newsom. In fact, the promotional thing for that podcast said, Michael Savage is a family friend of Gavin Newsom. Oh, is he a fan? That's cute. Isn't that cute? By the way, more about Michael Savage. He talked about wanting to reach for his Glock to shoot lesbians. He said, quote, our children are being destroyed by gay marriage. He said, quote, the children's minds are being raped by the homosexual mafia. I wish I was making this up. Quote, white people are the only people that don't vote based on race, directly from Michael Savage. He said autism is a fraud, a racket, a brat who hasn't been told to cut the act in 99% of cases. And of course, he said, we have to go to war with Iran. That's a direct quote. We have to go to war with Iran. He said, quote, our freedoms are going to choke us to death. And he got fired from an MSNBC show. This is back when MSNBC, before it was like liberal. He got fired from an MSNBC show because he screamed at a caller into his show and said, get AIDS and die. This is who Gavin Newsom is talking to. This is who he's talking to.
This is his family friend.
The power imbalance is just, it's out of this world, bro. Ted Cruz ain't trying to talk to me, you know, or David Dole or Mike Figueredo. There's no Republican politician. Rand Paul is not fucking reaching out to Sam Cedar, right? And that's not the dynamic. But here you are, instead of propping up liberal and left, why are you not talking to the fucking Midas Touch people and pumping them out there? You're talking to Charlie Kirk and Michael Savage and sloppy Steve Bannon before you look at people like us on this show. Hey, let's talk to that person. They're actually doing the work on our side. He literally said in one of the podcasts, he was like, yeah, man, you guys have really dominated online, bro. You guys really have this big ecosystem and you control the narrative and you pump it out there. And it's like, there are people on our side doing it, but we are not linked in to the power sources in the Democratic Party. We are not taken seriously. We are shoved to the side and disrespected and disregarded, which means you're not tapping into the potential of audiences like ours. But at this point, why would I want him to? Because he's already showed his colors. He already showed he misread the room. You know who's reading the room right? Tim Walz.
I'll never be plaintiff against Georgia Maloney again. Yeah, there's too many people that, like, see shit going on and just don't fight it, you know? I have problems with that in my personal life, just telling people, like, no, you shouldn't just roll over. Like, you should continue to, like, make your voice heard and make sure that, like, people know that we are not satisfied with what is happening. You know what I mean?
He came out and said, these people on the other side are fascists and Nazis. Hey, Democratic voters are not going to expect us to fucking do tweaks around the edges anymore. They're going to expect universal health care, and they're going to be right. That's correct.
Big facts.
What's Gavin Newsom's reaction? He's not saying stuff like that. Oh, MAGA's misunderstood, and the right is misunderstood, and let me sit there like a bump on a log while Charlie Kirk runs circles around me, and I don't fight back. Let me invite the most hateful right-wing radio host in the country on the show to giggle with him. Again, I want to say it was like 12 years ago or something like that. I did a segment where I ranked the worst right-wing radio hosts, like the worst, the dumbest, the most idiotic, the most hateful and vitriolic. You know who number one was? Michael Savage. That's how I know all these things he said. And this is who Gavin Newsom is talking to. I'll say it one more time. If you were to debate him, I have no problem. I'd even take the clips, run them on the show, talk about how you killed him if you did.
Yeah. Yes, I was kidding, actually. It's because the things you're living are absolutely out of my mind. Yeah. No. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know what to say. Other than the fact that, luckily, as a straight presenting white male that's family owns some property, I will be all right, I think. But I need to be able to, like, this is why I want to start doing politics on stream too, because, like, I need to use that privilege that I have to, like, make more of a voice, and for the people that, like, are being actively persecuted on a daily basis. And yeah, it's crazy.
Right. You're not doing that. You are snuggling up to the right, trying to be like, I'm the good Democrat, because you think this snapshot in time right now, where MAGA has control of the House, the Senate, the presidency, and the courts, you feel like this is like a permanent thing. And so why stand for anything else? Try to latch on to what they've built as opposed to repping the opposite philosophy boldly and courageously and telling people the truth. That MAGA are fucking charlatans, frauds, grifters, and they're wrong about everything. And what we stand for is better. What we stand for is correct. We actually want to end the wars, not warmonger with 7 different countries. We want universal health care. We want a 4-day work week. We want 12 weeks paid family leave. We want the PRO Act so everybody can join a union and make higher wages. We want to get money out of politics and end the corruption. Only take small dollar donations. Don't take big money donations. You can rep a different philosophy and argue for it, but you're not. You're cucking yourself. Because you're showing in this moment, when the chips are down, you're showing in this moment, you're not a leader. You're not a leader. You're vapid, you're empty, you're vacuous, and you're trying to find your path to power by, calculating everything closely. And you simply misread the room, and that's going to come back and kick you in the ass. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.
Pretty dense in there.
Believe it or not, y'all, I actually have some very, very good news for you. So, in dark moments in American history like we're witnessing right now, I always tell you guys, you actually don't get to pick your leaders. Leaders emerge, right? They just emerge. The cream rises to the top. The people who have the loudest voices,
find something else to listen
to. Are the biggest fighters. They will.
Oh, man.
Let's do this Social Security thing. On my Jubilee debate, as I want to do in really any circumstance, I wanted to talk about Social Security. And part of that reason why I want to do that is because so many people, broadly speaking, not just Republicans, Trump supporters like these guys, have complete
I have to have dinner. Be back in a while. Thanks for the company.
Social Security.
Much love.
This
Thank
was
you for the
recorded
company,
back in January before.
See you later. Have a great
when there was no
day.
talk of cutting Social Security.
Hopefully it's
Donald
very
Trump said,
tasty.
I'm never going to touch Social Security. I'm never going to touch Social Security. Here is Elon Musk Monday on Larry Kudlow's program talking about how all of a sudden there's this huge fraud and waste in Social Security that nobody seems to have known about.
You go another year?
Yeah, I think so.
Final report, middle of next year?
Well, we're just getting things done as opposed to writing a report. Like say,
Pause it, you hear that?
All right. We are going to go back to hiding that, playing some music. Turn up the music.
And I'm fine with it. Lose control. Unfold. Who lost souls and I'm fine with it. Love in the front door. I know it. It's dark outside, and I can find it. Tell me my demons I run hide. Where to find you, the time of my life, and I feel at home, and I'm fine with it. Lose control, unfold to our souls, and I'm fine with it. Pictures in my brain. Alright, let's take a break from drawing for a minute. And let's work on a channel point. Okay. Lose control. Unfold. Alright. So, let me get thumbtack to get this wire out of my face because I got the camera. Kinda. Cool. Alrighty. I'm gonna turn off this other light. You ever wonder? Alright, so what I want to do is right now, my 8-bit, which is this one, 8-bit sugar. When I do this, or sorry, this disappears when I do my PNG tuber one. So, instead of that, what I want it to do is make my PNG tuber 8-bit, right? So, what I'm gonna want to do is put my VTuber up. Filters on my VTuber. We're gonna want to add a filter on my VTuber. Actually, we're gonna want to copy a filter from my camera first. I think it's on my camera. Properties, filters, color correction. Now, filters, composite blur. Yes, gaming face, focus, webcam. Webcam. Yeah, it's on webcam.
filters. Okay. Yeah. So 8-bit ease and 8-bit out and 8-bit. So we're going to want to copy. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Not that it really matters, but so I'm gonna go into our little dude, filters, paste, 8-bit. Okay. Beautiful. I don't know. I think this is pretty good right here. Yeah. Now, why does it... Wonder why it makes it a different color. Huh. That's weird. That's really weird. How much time left? Oh, wait. No, never mind. We're good. Yeah, we're good. I like that. Yeah. All right. So now we want to ease it in and out. I'm here to simp. Yo, what up, Chillfire? How's it going? So now we want to ease it in and out instead of it having such a look like that. So now we're going to want to take our 8-bit ease and out, which is on our webcam filters. 8-bit ease, we'll copy that. I'm consuming my second coffee today. Hell yeah. And then we'll go back to alerts. I've been drawing. That's what I've been up to. So, you missed out on the drawing stream so far. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm just having hand cramps, so I decided to switch over to doing a little bit of background stuff. Filters, paste, 8-bit ease in, filter 8-bit. Yeah, 8-bit. Okay, settings, pixel size, get value. Get value, okay. Now, no. That's too high. All my life I want money and problems. Devilish, big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, damn, I feel amazing. That's perfect. Okay. All right, now you guys will soon be able to 8-bit my little guy. Okay. Let's go back to VertCam. Webcam, filters, 8-bit out, ease out. We'll just copy that. Just makes it easier so I don't have to make brand new ones. Alerts, VTuber, filter, add, or paste, 8-bit ease out. Yeah, buddy. All right. Now this is done. We go over to StreamerBot. Now, 8-bit, play sound, OBS source filter state. visible. All I want to do is duplicate that. But instead of it being seen, we want it on alerts, VTuber. Filter, 8-bit ease in, visible, duplicate, 8-bit ease out, hidden. All right. Now, VTuber's off. Let's test this out. So, if you guys were to PNG me, oh wait, PNG me now no longer should reward state set poison. Okay, VTuber. Reward state set enable poison, disable poof, disable 8-bit. So we're gonna remove that. Delete sub action. We'll copy it first. And then we'll delete it. And then 8-bit sugar enabled. We could delete that too. Alright. So theoretically, we should be able to hit PNG me. And then double it up and 8-bit me. What do you think about that, Chill? Oh, what up, kitty? I got 2 cats with me right now. I got 2 kitties with me right now. Let me set back up the room cam. That's dope. Hell yeah. Alright, so right now we are set up on this cam, which is now really dark because... Oh, no. Wait. 8-bit. Ease in. No. Ease out. Visible. Okay, wait. Wait. Sorry. That didn't work. Alerts. VTuber. Filters. 8-bit ease out. Close. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, let's make sure it works this time while I move this camera. There's Mister. Camera is dark. Hey, Charlie. Charlie. Oh, he's leaving. There we go. That worked. All right. Now I need to go into two. Damn. Then you come home to me. Wow, why is this so dark? For my clothes, I'm too messy, then I'm too fucking clean. They told me get a job, huh? I want you to be. This song's a fucking bop. Oh my god, what the fuck is... That is bright as shit. What the fuck? Ah, there we go. That looks better. yeah, so I set up 2 clips. Up here on my ceiling. And now I can just slide this camera in these clips on my ceiling. And do a ceiling cam. So if I ever want to do a hand cam, I could do that in the future. Or I have these clips that are further over a little bit, and they're perfect for doing like a little drawing stream. You know, a little tweaking. So that's what we did today, chill. It was pretty fun. I had a few people stop by. But that's what we've been working on past 2-ish hours. So, yeah. My first time streaming to subs only. And I decided to make it a little drawing stream. Kind of like an ASMR stream, I guess. That's really good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But now we are Jay chillin'. So, let's see. We were also doing a little bit of politics stuff, watching a little bit of politics stuff. I'm gonna play a game of DBD real quick, just to check the lag problem. Make sure that we fixed it from last night. Just for like a little test. Actually, we're not streaming on all the platforms, so it's not a good test anyway. I mean, we've almost hit the 2-hour mark. I might stop streaming to subs and start doing a normal stream for a little bit. Maybe play a game. I'm trying to think. What else did I need to do? Is there anything else I needed to get done today? The Discord should be much better now. Oh man. But I think it was a successful first time doing sub only. What does it look like for you? Does it look like a normal stream? Because to me, I signed out of my Twitch so I could see what it looks like to somebody that's not subbed. And this is what it looks like. Which is cool. Chicken Wave is Jelly streaming for subs. Sign up now to join. Watch free. Looks normal. Nice. Yeah. It's cool though. It's only been you and the one other person today. You and Andrea. So, I mean, obviously, in the future, I could see the sub-only streams growing. But for the meantime, and even into the future, I see them as just kind of being like a chill time for me to connect more personally with you guys, like more one-on-one kind of stuff. Not one-on-one, but like a more close-knit, less hectic. I'm not trying to be entertaining. I'm just kind of like having a back and forth. I've got Mr. here. Mr.'s being a good boy. He's a very good cat. Everybody take a rest. Oh, Mr. I'm disappointed I missed the ASMR portion of the stream. Hey, yeah, we were sitting there for like a good 2 hours, pretty almost just sitting there drawing. My arm is cramping. But we also were listening to like politics videos and stuff. I don't know if you would have been interested in that. Some of the stream. We pulled up a few politics videos. They were fun. I think Andrea enjoyed it. But other than that, it's really just been chill. Steam. Now, I did want to go through and think about things that I wanted to do. Order 13 is the new game that just came out that I want to play, and it's been kind of popping off. Let's check Twitch and see how it's doing viewer-wise. Mister, you're in my way. Yeah. Yeah, like if we got on and we had our normal amount of viewers, we'd probably sit right in between these two people. Keeping my cat safe at all costs. That was... Man just stole my title. That was gonna be my title. Protect the kitty. It was gonna be my title for it. Alright. Let me re-sign in. Changes. It's a long password. You guys can't see that shit, but it's long. Changes. Nothing ever changes. It might have a higher watch value. Might have higher after watch value. What, with the ASMR portion of the stream or the game that I was just talking about? I do want to play this game here soon. As like an ASMR game where I'm kind of just chilling. Very relaxed stream. I think I told you about that. I'm also waiting for E to come back. He said he'd be back after he went and got a burger. And he'd hop in the Discord with me, but hey. Maybe not. Honestly. The ASMR portion, yeah. I'll probably upload it on my my VODs channel. Changes. Nothing ever changes. But yeah, I think I'll end stream here, and I think I'm gonna go make some food, and then maybe we'll do a normal stream today. Maybe, maybe not. I definitely wanted to do my first sub-only stream. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to try the feature. I wanted to see if anybody even stopped by. And I wanted to start just making it a thing that happens. So, it'll start happening now. Every now and then you guys will be able to come catch me. Whether I'm just drawing, going rock climbing, doing something. Who knows? Whatever it is. Which kind of reminds me, maybe I'll like do a little stretching and stuff, because that's what I wanted to do in the beginning of the stream that I didn't get to do. That we'll do right now, before I get off stream. Oh, viewer stretching. You guys should stretch too, all right? Chill, you should be stretching, man. It's good for you, dude. A little meditation, bro. We move my bed. Yes, we're doing yoga. Change the title. Yoga.
Here we go. Okay, mister. Are you gonna do yoga with me, buddy? Are you gonna do yoga with me, mister? You're a good cat. Hello, mister. Hello, buddy. Yep. You're gonna want to just push them hips, bud. Ooh. The cat is already doing stretches. Exactly. Man, it feels so fucking good to just stretch it out, you know? Alright. What's a yoga position that I'm learning in class? If you didn't know, I'm taking a yoga class right now. You know, what's one of the positions we've learned? Alright, you do like a little tabletop pose, and then you extend, right? Get your grippers on, and then you fall down onto the cat, and then you push up. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels fucking good right there. Oh yeah. And then you kind of scoot back. Yeah. The cobra. I don't think I know the cobra. What up, mister? You gotta get your stretches in, man. Stay limber, dude. This is the kind of stuff you're gonna catch on some sub-only streams, you know? This is the kind of shit you come here for. This is what you subscribe for, man. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You're a good cat, mister. Look at you. That's a good cat. Alright. I just needed a little bit of stretching. That's all I really needed. I needed to get it out. Whew. It feels good. I've been sitting down all day. I think the cobra position stretched my abs. Yeah, let's look up the cobra. The cobra yoga pose. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah. Hell yeah. That shit feels good, man. It's a good feeling one. I didn't know the name of it. This is the fetal position. What is it called? I don't even know. Upward dog versus cobra? There's a difference? They look exactly the same. They're close. They look almost exactly the same. Her elbow position? Yeah, one's fully straight, and also her legs are lifted up a little bit off the ground. You see. Yeah. All right. Well, whew. I needed that. I think that's where we'll end it for my sub only portion of the stream today. I had a good time. I hope anyone else that stopped by had a good time. I know Mister did. He hung out with me while I drew all day, didn't you, Mister? And now you're just hanging out some more, buddy. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You're a good boy. Mwah. You're a good cat. Until the next time. Bye-bye. Yo, I'll see you later, Chill. Peace out, peace out. Mister, say goodbye to Chillfire, okay? Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Goodbye, Chill. Bye-bye.
Give me your palsy. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Oh, come on. Bye-bye. Bye, chill. All right, see you later, brother. I will see you probably in the Discord